What's up guys, my name is Rick and welcome to Double Slash. I'm a big horror movie fan, especially of the slasher subgenre. So in my first video here in YouTube, I wanted to discuss a little bit more about the upcoming Scream movie. Scream is my favorite movie and my favorite franchise, and as I'm very excited about the sixth movie coming out in March, I've been watching a bunch of theory videos and reading some of those theories in social media like all day. Like seriously, that's what I've been doing for the past 2 days. But anyways, so with the release of the official trailer yesterday, those theory videos started popping and everybody seemed to have an opinion. People are discussing the movie, the trailer, what to expect from it. So here in this video, I'll be showing a crazy theory that I have that has like 1% chance of actually coming true. If you love horror movies like Scream, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts about my theories. And if you find my content interesting, consider sticking around. This is a brand new channel and I'd be honored to have your support.
It's an honor.
Now talking about my theory, as I said, this is a 1% chance of coming true. This is a completely crazy theory, but I guess we all have the right to express even our dumbest opinions, right? I mean, at least if it doesn't offend people, right? But anyways, so first of all, I would not dig into much of the trailer and analyze it frame by frame because honestly, I do not want any spoilers. But we are definitely gonna talk about the trailer, like a lot. So if you feel like you'd be pissed or that the movie would be ruined for you if you knew about a theory and the theory is indeed correct, I recommend you to leave this video, just in case. Like I said, this is a crazy theory, but who knows, right? Maybe it does come true. So there's a little warning for y'all. Like if you don't want any possible spoilers, leave and don't watch any of these theory videos actually, because you know, one of them might be actually true and you might be pissed. So yeah. After watching a video from Dave McRae, and I'll leave the link of the video down in the description for you guys to check it out, but anyways, so after watching his video about his theories regarding Ghostface identity in Scream 6, I started thinking and actually came with a new crazy theory. Dave said that he believes Stu might have had a son in the past and that his son is the one killing people in Scream 6. He really brings up some nice theories and situations, so I recommend you guys to watch this video. But basically the movie will lead to Stu's son versus Billy's daughter. And I do think this would be nice and I'd be totally down for that. However, I like to present you guys a different theory. So after watching the trailer, I got a feeling that it might be Kirby the one behind the mask. Now first of all, I have to say I hate for that to happen because I really love her character and I've always pictured her as a survivor or a final girl. And before I talk about this theory, one thing that actually kinda makes me think this won't happen is that Hayden stated that Kirby's return wouldn't disappoint the fans, and also that Kirby would get her redemption. But of course, I mean, she wouldn't say the contrary, right? Like, people have to be excited about the movie, so she wouldn't say, yeah, fans will be pissed, or whatever. In the trailer, we hear Ghostface saying this.
But there's never been one like me, Gale.
And Kirby also says something similar. She says,
"This isn't like any other Ghostface."
Now, of course, this wouldn't be much evidence, right? I mean, none of these are actual evidence, it's just a theory, but anyways. But if we analyze what Ghostface said, we start thinking, in which way is they different? My guess would be that this time Ghostface is a past survivor. That's never been done before in the Scream franchise, and as a sequel, considering the last movie was like a reboot, it would subvert our expectations and be innovating in a way, right? Besides, like, the Ghostface who attacked Gale seemed to have some skills, like something an FBI agent would have, someone who was trained and works out. So it's possible. Not only that, but the whole shrine thing contained, in my opinion, actual evidence. Those weren't just replicas. In my opinion, those things were the actual evidence and stuff from the past movies, from the past massacres, right? And only police officers maybe or an FBI agent would know where those evidence were, so they could steal it. And I think the movie will kind of lead us towards that direction, and we are going to probably suspect Detective Bailey because of it. People like wouldn't immediately suspect Kirby because she's a fan favorite and a past survivor. So to subvert our expectations and basically shock us, they can reveal that Kirby is the actual killer. I don't think she's working alone. In fact, I think there will be 3 ghost faces this time, and she'll go rogue. Like, there will be a duo, maybe true crime fans, and Kirby will be the mastermind behind it who approached those psychos and planned a new massacre following Sam. This is actually what I believe will happen, and it's not the crazy theory I mentioned before. Now, the crazy theory begins. When I watched Dave's video, it kinda made me think that people haven't been giving much attention to the promo stuff Paramount released since the teaser and the trailer were dropped. For example, this poster that shows subway stations representing past victims, killers, and Sam. When this poster was dropped, people went crazy because Stu's station was in a light red color unlike the others, of course, except for Kirby's. So everybody was like extremely excited. The Stu fans were really excited, thinking that Stu might, come back in the 6th movie and etc. So I do think this has a significant importance to the movie. I think all of those posters that Paramount shared have, for an example, the crossword puzzle has one question, which the answer is shrine, something now confirmed that we will have in the movie. So I do think all of those posters and things that they released for promo stuff, they are going to be part of the movie in a way. But I don't think Stu is alive, and I know there was an original script for Scream 3 in which Stu would have been the mastermind of a cult, but first, people forget that not only the TV was dropped on his head, but he was already dizzy and weak because he was stabbed by Billy and he was bleeding really bad. Plus, the fact that they haven't mentioned him in the past movies just shows that he can't be alive. I mean, come on, if there's a new massacre similar to the first one and the responsible for the first one is still alive, wouldn't you even consider the possibility of this person's involvement? Wouldn't Dewey, Gale, Sidney, Detective Kincaid? They would have at least brought it up, right, in one of those past movies, but they haven't, they didn't, right? So as much as I love Stu, and believe me, I do, he's my 2nd favorite Ghostface, alright? And I love Matthew Lillard as well. So as much as I love him, I do not think he's alive. However, I don't think his subway station in light red color was in vain. I think something related to Stu will be present in Scream 6 in a way. I mean, could it be an obsessed fan? Yes, it could. Someone who is really obsessed about true crime psychopaths, just like people in real life are obsessed about Dahmer and Mason and Bundy. Yeah, it could. But I have a much crazier theory. So what if Kirby Reed is Stu's daughter? Now before I leave this video and start calling me names, let me explain. So in the original movie, there's that scene where the characters are discussing the murders, and in that scene, Stu and Randy start pointing fingers at each other, and it's revealed that Stu dated Casey and that she dumped him.
Hey, Stu, didn't you used to date Casey?
Yeah, for 2 seconds before she dumped you for Steve.
This actually makes sense in the end when we find out that Stu's the killer, and probably that's the reason he targeted Casey, right? So when Ghostface calls Casey, she doesn't seem to love Steve or be too attached to him, as she basically doesn't mention she has a boyfriend until moments later when she confesses to Ghostface she's actually dating Steve when she's scared.
Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Have a boyfriend.
I lied! I do have a boyfriend!
Of course, there might be plenty of reasons why she could have dumped Stu, but I don't think it's because she wanted to be with Steve or that she loved Steve. So, what if they had a baby when they were dating? What if Casey's parents gave the baby up for adoption because she was too young and they tried to keep it on the low about it? What if that's why she dumped Stu? Because her parents made her do it. Because they forbade Casey from dating him. Yeah, I know it's crazy, and of course, that wasn't the motive in the original script, I'm pretty sure of it. But because these things were never truly explained, there are some loopholes that Radio Silence might have found and then created a storyline based on that. So I'm not saying this is what Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson meant in Scream, the first Scream, in 1996. But because some things were never truly explained, Radio Silence now can, of course, find some loopholes and create story based on what was never explained. Plus, we don't know much about Kirby's family. We know she used to live in Woodsboro. Probably she was born there. It's a small town. Her family could have been the one that they gave her to when she was a baby. It's possible. So she was probably born in 1994 or 1995, before Stu and Billy killed Maureen and started planning the massacre, back when Casey and Stu probably were in a relationship. Casey and Stu had light eyes, and they were both blonde, and Kirby is also a blonde girl with light eyes. I mean, sure, Hayden's eyes are green, but genetically speaking, it is possible for two blue-eyed parents to have a green-eyed child. And I mean, the eye turns less lighter with the passage of the years, so a blue can turn to a more green eye. I don't know, maybe I'm reaching. Now, things that I found interesting is, in the subway station posters, besides Stu's station, the only other in which the color is different is Kirby's, right? I mean, it has an X on it, but it's still red, right? The color is not white just like the others, it's still red. Or not Reed, as her surname might not be Reed after all. Okay, now I'm reaching. But if you draw a line from Stu's station and Casey's station, it will lead to a matching point. Kirby station. Kirby wearing a blonde short wig kind of made fans talk about Casey's wig in Scream 1. Maybe that's a reference to her mother. I'm not saying Kirby knew about this in Scream 4, but there is a period of time in her life in which is unknown for us. We know there were missing flies around the police station, so she probably went missing, and we know she talked about it in an interview. But what more do we know? Maybe her parents told her the truth. Maybe after she found out Sam was Billy's daughter, she started reflecting because maybe she knew she was adopted. She just didn't know who the biological parents were. Like I said, a crazy theory, but being Stu's child would kind of make sense with the fact that Sam says in the trailer,
"You want me."
And considering Sam is Billy's daughter, it might be Stu's child looking for, their soulmate killer, like Dave McRae pointed out in his video. I have more theories to bring for you guys, but I'll do that in the next videos. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and please let me know what you think about it. What are your opinions about this crazy theory? And tell me some of your theories as well. I'd be honored to read them. Thank you guys for watching. This was Rick. See you in the next video of Double Slash.